Good morning, students. In today's session, we will learn the further part of our study, right? So till now we have seen that how to use mean, mode, median and its application. That is how to use mean while finding the mean deviation about mean and how to find median while finding the mean deviation about median. Right? Same way even in the standard deviation and variance. So today what we will do, till now you could see that all the example whatever we have studied or all the data what we have considered, it was all dealt with only one single data. That is, for example, if I am considering a school, right? So we had considered, for example, I am saying we had considered the heights of those students of a school, right? But we had taken only one criteria and we had studied its variation, like how is the variation about the central point, or even we have studied how is the variation around a fixed point. This is all what we have studied till now. But let us now use more than one data and analyze the data. That is, we will compare or we will use two datas to compare with each other. That is, we will study, instead of one frequency distribution, we will study two frequency distribution. Study or analysis of two frequency distribution will be more fun compared to till now whatever we have studied. Okay, because there we will be studying only of heights of a student. For example, you can consider, now we will consider the heights and weights both of a student, and we will analyze how a student is clearly built, or how is the growth of a student, or we will judge the growth of a student based upon both height as well as weight. Okay, so let us consider now two frequency distributions and analyze them. Now I said analysis or studying of two frequency distribution. So obviously there should be a tool with which we can compare two frequency distribution. How we had mean deviation about mean deviation about median. These all were the tools which we used to measure the given data. Same way here, to analyze or to compare the data, we are having a tool which is called as coefficient of variation. Okay, so today we will consider this coefficient of variation, or in short it is given by CV. Okay, CV is not your curriculum vitae, it is coefficient of variation. So the name itself says what it is. It is a coefficient which denotes the variation among two given frequency distribution. That is nothing but coefficient of variation in a simple language. So coefficient of variation uses the data or the knowledge what you have studied in your previous classes. That is, coefficient of variation CV is given by the formula standard deviation divided by mean into 100. Okay, so if two data are given, you will have two CVs, that is CV1, CV2. In the same way, you will have two standard deviation and two mean. Okay, but there is one more particular case for this CV which you will be studying. This is not for your this year's syllabus, but I will be just explaining you that particular case. That is finding or comparing two given frequency distribution where mean is same. That is, if the average of two person, or for example if you consider if the average monthly income of two person is same, then we will compare what is the variation among their salaries. Okay, in that case what it is, the average monthly income is same, but we will still compare using what? Using standard deviation. From that time I am mentioning compare. So in what way are we going to consider the two data, or are we going to compare the two data is very much important. That is, we are going to study here about the variation among those two frequency distribution. That is, if data 1 and data 2 is given, or you can consider two factories are given, A and B. We will compare which company is good in production, whether company A or company B. If we want to compare in that way, we will calculate CV of company A, CV of company B, and then we will compare. So what can we compare? That is, we are comparing here production. How will you compare? We will compare which company is producing more. So how to decide which company is producing more depending upon CV. So as the name itself says, this is a coefficient of variation, right? So it shows the variation. So what can you conclude? If coefficient of variation is more, that is variability is more, then stability, that is we will speak here more about variability. Okay, and what you can say? Variability, and we can say exactly, if I consider an example, variability and one more thing which is more consistency. Okay, so now if variability is more, what does it mean? Consistency is also more. If variability is less, then what does it mean? Consistency is less. Is it correct or is it wrong? It is the exactly opposite till now what I have said. If the variability is more, then consistency is less. If the variability is less, then the consistency is more. That is, for example, let us consider only one person data. That is, let us consider a student. Okay, we will keep an eye on his weight, height, at least it doesn't change after few years, so only we will consider about the weight. Okay, so we are going to take the data of a student or weight of that student for 6 months. Okay, let us assume that we have taken for 6 months and the data is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is for some student A. Now let us consider for one more student, that is B. Okay, so let us even consider that student given for 6 months. Okay, so it is 30, okay, 10, then 40, then 80 and 50. Let us consider this way. So you can see that student A, his weight went on increasing. There is a proper increase. Okay, whereas student B, you can see it increased, decreased, increased, and finally again decreased. So you can see that the variation is what here? It is less. So here the variation is less. So what it means? Consistency is more. Okay, so if variation is more, then consistency will be less. Okay, so variability is more, right? Consistency will be more or less. Better let us understand this with an example. Okay, so what clearly here it means is coefficient of variation. It is nothing but it is a tool which says about the consistency or variability of the data. So depending upon CV, we will compare whether the given company or anything it might be is consistent or variable. Any one thing we will be answering, not both together. Only one thing we will be answering, right? So let us consider one example so as to understand this in a better way. Okay, and the particular case of coefficient of variation is when the means are same. Okay, so let us consider our example 13. Two plants A and B of a factory show following results about the number of workers and the wages paid to them. So here what they have given? They have given about the two plants. Okay, where manufacturing is going on, that is plant A and plant B. So what details are given? Here we have been given with number of workers, average monthly wages and variance of those wages. And what we have to do? We have to, in which plant A or B is there a greater variability in individual wages? Okay, so they are asking us about the variability in the wages of either plant A or plant B. So first let us write what it is given. Okay, so in the first column number of workers is given. Okay, and below that average or monthly wages is given. And third, variance of distribution of wages is given. Okay, and for plant A and another column for plant B. Okay, so for plant A, number of workers here are 5,000, and for plant B here the number of workers are 6,000. Okay, and average monthly wages for both the plants, it is rupees 2,500. So you can see that the means are same. Average is nothing but the mean. And variance here it is 81. Here it is what? It is 100. Okay, so now this is all it is given. We need to check the variability. Right. So now to check the variability here it is very much simple. First let us write CB formula, then I'll explain you how is it simple. So it is what? Standard deviation about mean into 100. Now in our given question what is same? The mean is same. So what can you conclude? Coefficient of variation is directly proportional to standard deviation. That is, if standard deviation is more, coefficient of variation is more. If standard deviation is less, then coefficient of variance is less. This is applicable only if the means are same. If the mean is not same, you will substitute the values and you will find the CV and then come to a conclusion. Now in our given data, whatever it is given, it is in form of wording. Let us write them in terms of notation so that easily we will get an idea. Okay, number of workers, it is nothing but N. Average monthly wages, that is nothing but X bar. Next, variance of distribution of wages, that is sigma square is given. But what do we want? We want the standard deviation. So it is nothing but sigma. So square root of 81, 9, square root of 100. Right? It is 10. So now we got to know what? We got to know the variance as well as standard deviation. So now as already I have explained you, covariance it is directly proportional to standard deviation. If standard deviation is more, coefficient of variation is more. If the standard deviation is less, then the coefficient of variation is less. Right. So now what we can do, we will write the coefficient of variation of plant A. Okay, coefficient of variation of plant B. So it is depending upon the standard deviation of plant A and standard deviation of plant B. Now what is the standard deviation of plant A? 9. What is the standard deviation of plant B? 10. Now which is greater? That is 10 is greater than 9. So what does it mean? Standard deviation of B is greater than standard deviation of A. Okay, so now what does it mean? Coefficient of variation of plant B is more than coefficient of variation of plant A. This is what we have got to know. Now let us go to our final conclusion. So how do we conclude? I have clearly said you, depending upon coefficient of variation, we will decide either variability or consistency. Right. So now they are speaking only about variability. So let us consider only variability. So what it is? That is they are asking which plant is more variable. Either plant A or plant B. Now whichever plant which has greater coefficient of variation, that will be more variable. So which is a plant which is having greater variability? That is plant B. So what can you conclude? B is more variable compared to what? A. Because the name itself says, it is very simple. Understand here students, coefficient of variation A. Why? How did we conclude? Because as in this case the means are same, coefficient of variation is directly proportional to standard deviation. If standard deviation is more, coefficient of variation is more. If standard deviation is less, coefficient of variation is less. And knowing coefficient of variation, we can conclude B is more variable than A. I hope everyone is clear with example 13. Okay, so this is your example 13. In the same way, further we will go on comparing two given frequency distribution. There might be different kind of problem. Here already the data is given directly. There might be even cases where the data might be given what? Only directly, the variance of standard deviation might be not given. Mean might be not given. Okay, in such case we know how to calculate the variance as well as mean. We have to calculate using that procedure. Knowing mean and variance or standard deviation, we can calculate coefficient of variation, and knowing coefficient of variation, we can finally conclude which is more variable or which is more consistent. Okay, so now let us consider our next example to understand this coefficient of variation in a still more clear manner. Okay, so till now you have studied or you have dealt with only one distribution. Now onwards always we will have two different datas. Okay, so what is our example 14 says? Example 14 says coefficient of variation of two distributions are 60 and 70. And the standard deviations are 21 and 16 respectively. What are their arithmetic mean? So as usual, as our previous problems we have done same way. First we will write what is the data given and then we will think about the solution. So what is given? Coefficient of variation of two distributions are. So what is given here? Coefficient of variation of two distribution. Let us name the first distribution as 1 and the second distribution as 2. So coefficient of variation of first distribution, it is equal to 60, and coefficient of variation of second distribution is equal to 70. Okay, and their standard deviations are, that is how do we denote the standard deviation? Sigma of first distribution is 21 and the standard deviation of second distribution is 16. Then what are they asking us? They are asking us to find the mean of the two distribution. So in the formula 3 unknowns were there. Here 2 unknowns are given. We need to calculate the other unknown. That is, what is our CV formula? It is standard deviation about mean into 100. Right, so we will calculate or we can write the same formula for data 1. Okay, so now let us just substitute and find what is x bar, or even before that even you can simplify this. That is x1 bar is equal to standard deviation divided by coefficient of variation into 100, or it is what is sigma 1? It is 21 divided by what is coefficient of variation? 60 into 100. Okay, so it will get cancelled. 2 5s are 2, 3s are 7s are. Okay, so x1 bar is equal to 35. So we know the mean for first one. Same way you need to even calculate the mean for second one. So what will be the formula? x2 bar is equal to coefficient of variation of second one divided by, standard deviation of second one divided by coefficient of variation of second distribution into 100. And what is that? That is 16 divided by 70 into 100. So here it will get cancelled. Okay, so what is our x2 bar here? x2 bar it is equal to 22.85. So this is what you need to calculate. That is, mean of first distribution is 35 and the mean of second distribution is 22.85. So coefficient of variation formula can be even used to calculate any one of them. Either you can calculate coefficient of variation, standard deviation, mean. Any one can be calculated knowing two remaining values. Whenever you should know, whenever there are three variables, at least two variables should be known so as to calculate the third variable. Okay, I hope everyone is clear with this example 14. Now let us continue with our example 15 and let us understand how to use this coefficient of variation formula in a different way. So in our first problem, directly everything was given. We compared, there was no one calculation and we came to a conclusion. In second problem, we learned how to use a coefficient of variation to calculate the mean. Similarly, let us understand our example 15. So what is given in example 15? The following values are calculated in respect of heights and weights of the student of a section of class 11. You can imagine of your section only. That is, in your section, height and weight of few students has been considered. Can we say that the weights show greater variation than the heights? So they are asking us to compare weight and height. That is, they are asking, can we say that weight shows greater variability than the height? So when can we say that weight shows more variability? I'm sorry. When can we say that weight shows great variability than height? Only if the CV of weight is more than CV of height. Okay, so to calculate the CV, let us see what all data has been given. Okay, so here it is given height, this is weight, okay, here it is mean and here it is variance. Okay, the mean for height is 162.6 centimeter and for the mean weight it is 52.36 kg. Okay, similarly variance is 127.69 centimeter square and for the weight variance is 23.1361 kg square. So this is what is given. So as already I have mentioned, coefficient of variation of if weight is more than height, then we can say that weight is more variable than height. So what is the next thing? We will calculate our coefficient of variation. What is the formula? Standard deviation about mean into 100. But for us, what is given? Standard deviation is not given. Sigma square is given. Right? And here mean is given. We will calculate first here sigma. How do you calculate the sigma? Square root of 127.69. So it is 11.3. Similarly, the square root of 23.1361, it will be 4.81. So we know now here sigma also. Just what will we do? We will calculate the coefficient of variation for height first. Okay, what it will be? It is the standard deviation of height divided by mean of height into 100, or which is equal to, what is the standard deviation of height? It is 11.3 divided by, what is the mean of the height? Mean of the height is 162.6 into 100. So when you calculate, what will be the answer? The answer for coefficient of variation, it will be equal to 6.95. This is for what? This is for height. Same way, even we will calculate the coefficient of variation for weight, which is equal to standard deviation of weight divided by mean of weight into 100. So what is standard deviation of weight? It is 4.81 divided by, what is the mean of weight? It is 52.36 into 100. Or when you simplify, the answer will be 9.1 greater than 6.95. So from this what can you conclude? Therefore, which is more variable? That is weight. Therefore, S. Because I have asked in the question, can you say that? So our first answer will be S. S. We can say that weight is more variable. Weight is more variable than height. Okay, so this is how you are going to solve a problem in a simple way. Okay, that is first write what is given. Obviously, you will get to know what you have to calculate. Knowing the formula, substitute and you will get a answer and finally write the conclusion. This is very, very important. Let us assume that you have calculated and kept, not written this final statement, then it is of no use. Because they are asking the question and you have not answered. You have calculated the CV. But comparing and writing the conclusion is very much important. I hope everyone has understood now how to compare the given data. First case, when the means are same. Okay. Second case, when the means are not same. Okay. So this is all regarding your example 15. So in example 13, 14, 15, we have studied different kinds of using the CV formula to what? To compare the data. How did we compare? Or for like which factor did we use to compare? We have used the variability as a factor to compare. That is, we have compared which data is more variable. Okay. Now one more thing, as even if it is not asked, let us just once discuss about this. They are asked, can we say that the weights are more variable than heights? Then our answer was yes. We can say that weight is more variable than height. Right. So when it comes to consistency, how will you conclude? You say that height is more consistent than weight. So it becomes reverse as well as the word changes. What reverse it will become? Height is more consistent than weight. Because weight is more variable than height. So height is more consistent than weight. I hope everyone is clear with this concept of coefficient of variation. So in our next exercise, that is exercise 15.3, we will be completely studying about the coefficient of variation. That is again different kinds of using the CV formula. Here we have understood for 3 problems, there we will understand for more different problem, and one problem will be different compared to the other. So this is all regarding coefficient of variation. So coefficient of variation is a tool which is used to analyze the two frequency distribution. I hope everyone is clear with this.